Hey brother, gonna make the change, but don't let them rearrange your brain. You might have to bend a little to claim, but remain the same. Hey sister, gonna make the change, but don't let them rearrange your brain. You might have to bend a little to claim, but remain the same.
My flow C4 rig, burn a 20 block radius. Got people like I think he is office rocker, or maybe just I turn into an asshole that don't listen and can't be fixed. Ever since you fuckers try to change me, that's what made me this. I'm sick of it, so here's the skip motherfucking predicaments. Got me trying to figure out where a nigga is gon' piss and shit with a hustle that's legitimate, depositing large increments of bullshit from every direction, but I'm not listening. Faded and have focus on a future that's not promised. I'm cutting off partners who hating and not honest. You got one mind, one life, two roads to take it. The only question is what you willing to do to make it. No more stressing out of my mind. I'ma lose it with this music. Don't confuse it with the irrelevant music out of Houston. I'm just trying to live my life through these beats and what I speak. You can rearrange the game, but ain't no rearranging me. So I tell them,
hey brother, gonna make the change, but don't let them rearrange your brain. You might have to bend a little to claim.
What is this? We back. Mo City Menace. And today we got somebody phenomenally on the rise, a meteoric rise to be specific. And I'm talking about a guy from Florida, a 5'7", 72-inch reach, dangerous killer by the name of the $1 Million Man, Justin Pauldo. What's up, bro?
Thanks, man. I appreciate you having me on. It's a pleasure.
For sure. Man, you know, and I appreciate you for having me over. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. You know, we see each other so often in passing, in the gym, in the fights, you know, but I want you to give me an opportunity to, let's go back. You from Orlando, Florida?
Yes, born and raised Orlando, Florida.
So your whole childhood upbringing was in Orlando?
Yeah.
How was your childhood? What kind of childhood did you have? Both parents, single parents?
Both parents in the household, you know, very structured.
Mm-hmm.
And just being hard work was instilled in me from a young age. So boxing, basically I was put right into boxing. That's been my whole life.
Huh. So as a kid, was you like a troubled kid? You was bad? Was you like just...
Not as a... I think I got in a lot of trouble with fighting and stuff as a young kid in like elementary, middle school. And then I stuck with boxing. And
did you get put in boxing because of your fighting?
I think I was already, boxing was already a part of it. Like we started boxing at around 2 years old. My dad started
training. At 2 years old, you started boxing?
Yeah. I got pictures all the way back at 2. My dad just having me hit his hands and whatnot. And
your dad was a boxer?
Yeah, he boxed on and off, but he wound up getting in trouble, so he never like went professional.
Okay.
Yeah, so boxing was always a part of it. And then I think I started getting in a little trouble fighting in school and stuff, and that's when they really just pushed it.
So it was almost like a no-brainer at that point, you know,
yeah,
let's put it somewhere. So you grew up with just you or your brother, your siblings?
I'm my older brother, Daquan, and my younger sister, Crystal.
Okay, did any other siblings box?
Yeah, my older brother, professional boxer too. He was great amateur, national champion, everything. So
wow.
Yeah, we come up boxing together.
So you came up right behind Big Bro, watching Big Bro do things?
Absolutely.
Was you inspired by it, or was you just like, oh, he's just doing what we always do?
I think as a kid, just look at it like, this is what we do. Yeah, it was just like normal. It's natural. Yeah, y'all always knew like, okay, he was a good fighter. And like, okay, I know I'm a good fighter too, but it was just like, it was normal to us.
Man, so you watching Big Bro become national champion. Where are you in that equation? Are you in the gym working to achieve those things too? Or?
Yes, I was in the gym too, but when my time came to turn open and things, that's when I kind of took a break away from boxing. I started getting in a little trouble, just hanging with the wrong crowds. And
what that mean?
When I say hanging with crowds, I was going out, getting in the streets, involving myself in stuff I shouldn't have probably been involved in.
For sure.
Yeah, so it took me, I got in some trouble, and then that kind of steered me back to boxing.
Huh. Yeah. So was it Pops that was like, nah, we need to get you back here? Or was it just you making that decision?
No, it was honestly just myself, because I stopped boxing around, I think, right before I turned 17 maybe, and I didn't come back till 19.
Uh-huh.
So during that time, I was just getting involved in stuff that I shouldn't have been involved in. And I woke up one day and I said, man, you know what? This ain't what I want to do in my life. So
what point did you think, or not think, but did you act on, hey, okay, I'm going to be an amateur. I'm going to get into amateur boxing. Mm-hmm. What point was that?
What you saying when I came back to boxing?
Yeah, did you jump back into the amateur circuit?
I didn't even go to amateur. I went straight pro at 19.
Come on, talk to me. That's why we talking right now.
Yeah.
So you didn't even have an amateur career?
I had it mostly like, as far as amateur career was JOs, like the younger age.
The youth.
The youth. The youth. So I did most of my fighting. I had over like 120 amateur fights, but that was all as a kid.
What's a kid? What's the age range?
I'm saying from 8 to 16.
Okay, so really?
Yeah. So then when I got to turn open at 16 and a half at the National Pals, and I think it was 2010 maybe, in San Antonio, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And I did pretty good there. Just turned open fighting grown man. But after that, I quit boxing.
Man.
Yeah. Then I came back and went straight pro.
Okay, so coming back, going straight pro, man, at least walk me through where your mind frame at. You walking into your first fight, and you know that you've been gone. How do you do that? What do you tell yourself? How do you prepare to do that?
I always had belief in myself. I knew I hadn't lost it, but I had been in the gym probably working about 6 to 8 months before I had my first fight, and I knew I was ready. I trained hard, and I knew it was just my time.
So you didn't have like no nervous thoughts of maybe I shouldn't do this and nothing like that?
No.
Okay, you knew this was it.
Yeah, I feel like this was my destiny. It was my calling to come back to boxing. I was doing it for a reason. I feel like I'm still here for a reason.
For sure.
I'm doing what I'm doing.
So jumping into the pros, who's your coach when you first started?
When I first started, my dad and my older brother, they was training me. And then after about 6 pro fights, my dad made a decision. He said he thought it'd be best for me and I'd get more opportunities. I came and trained with Ronnie Shields. It'd be a great situation.
How did that happen? Did your dad know Ronnie?
He knew him through the pro boxing with my brother had been a professional fighter, so he had met Randy a few times. And,
for sure.
I think it was a card where my brother was fighting on Miss Randy Lara undercard.
For sure.
And that's the first time I got to meet Randy. My dad introduced me to him and said, well, I'd like for him to train with you. And Randy said, well, yeah, send him out. So a few months went by and it really wasn't happening, but I went to my dad and said, I want to go see what it's like. And that was my opportunity. I finally came.
I know lately there's been a hot button topic about having dads and dad fighter combos and it'd be kind of criticized or scrutinized or it'd be having different little conversations about it. How do you feel about your dad saying, hey, you working with Ronnie as opposed to me is a better idea? Like how do you process that?
Well, I really respected that and I feel good about it, knowing that my dad just wanted to put me in the best situation possible.
For sure.
Yeah, like it wasn't a thing of him wanting to be the man, or ego thing or whatnot. All he cares about me being in the best situation and having the best chance at being the best in my career I could possibly be. And he knew under Randy Shields I'd get opportunities, and I was learning from a great Hall of Fame trainer.
So, what number fight are you at when you get to Ronnie?
I think I was at about 6 fights.
6 fights. Yeah. Man, I know you've been with Ronnie like 8 years, right?
Yeah, grown on 9, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So you looking at almost a decade of working with Ronnie. You right out at the doorstep of a decade.
Yeah.
Tell me something that the average person wouldn't know that you get from working with a Hall of Fame coach like Ronnie. Like I don't want the service. Oh, he's a really smart guy. Now tell me what you getting from it, because I know cats. I know. Morrell, I know Witness Tellers. I know these guys, and everybody has a different outlook or a different experience.
Yeah.
So what's your experience with a Hall of Fame coach that you gained from it personally?
Really just being structured. I love the way always, from the time I got here, it was a structure. The gym is so structured. So everybody got a set time to train. It's just, you following the structure every day. You stay in that. And that developed discipline. And I believe with Randy, he always focused on the fundamentals of boxing. That's what a lot of people get away from. Everybody trying to do something fancy, this and that, but he always pushing the fundamentals, making sure you're doing the simplest things right. And that's what I always like.
So in the multiple decades that Ronnie been a part of the game, he still makes his guys, no matter what level, stick to the fundamentals.
Yes, absolutely. The fundamentals is everything.
What can you say is been the most challenging thing about you from Florida, you from Orlando, you're in Houston, and you over there with Hall of Fame trainer? What's been the most challenging part of this transition as far as in your life where you are?
Well, right now it's not challenging at all, because now Houston has become home to me.
Mm-hmm.
But at first coming here, it was a change, being away from friends and family, and just feeling like I was missing out on different things. But I always just kept in mind the reason why I was here and what's the goal and where I'm heading. And as long as I always just stay focused on that, everything else been a breeze.
When you were younger, did you ever think, I'm gonna leave here and go train in another city?
Probably so. I always thought like, oh man, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go back home and train. When this happened, I'm gonna go back home and I can train there.
Getting back home was in mind.
That was always the main thing. Cause I just made this home. This is home. I have my son here. I have my family here. So this is home.
So, you know, I appreciate that caveat. Being a father in the sport of boxing and having a family, what kind of, I know the surface layer, you don't get to see him is what you want to see him because of the schedule that you dedicate to doing this. But what's been a challenge of being a father and a family guy in this sport?
Well, that's always tough. Just trying to always find the right balance because I'm constantly training and have to work. And just being able to come in the house and spend quality time with my son. If it could just be simple as just going outside to throw the football with him. Sometimes I might be tired, so I got to just still try to find that balance. And that's always a challenge.
And then, you know, your son be in the gym?
Yeah. Sometimes he comes to the gym with me and he might be, sometimes it's a little hot in there, so he's ready to go, maybe.
He was in there today, huh?
Today he was ready to go.
Nah. He had a home run classic moment today. I think you had a break. He was on a break. He was sparring. I think he was sparring Santana. And he say, no, it wasn't. It was somebody. He said, get him, daddy.
Yeah.
I said, oh, man. Man, how that feel? You in the ring. Your son's
well, that's motivating when I hear his voice, and I know he's rooting for me and wanting to push me and want me to do even better or do a certain thing. He like to always tell me, Daddy, just knock him out.
Yeah.
Or like, it ain't that easy all the time.
Come on, son.
Yeah,
you know,
I can't just, if I could just hit him with one punch and knock them all out, I would.
I do it every time.
It's absolutely.
But okay, since I was there with you today, I got a chance to watch you work. I watch you work pretty regularly now, you know. But you was in there with Santana Draper.
Yes.
Talk to me about working with Santana Draper. He's an upcoming guy.
Yeah, Santana, he's a great young upcoming fighter. I think he's gonna do great things in the sport as long as he just stay focused because he got great boxing skills. He's a quick guy. And he's very tough. This is my second time actually sparring with him for a fight. Like my last fight, he gave me great work. And then I think that rolled over into my fight, helping me have a great performance by working with such a young guy who was hungry also.
Yeah.
So I look forward to seeing what he's doing in the sport, and I think he's going to do good.
I felt like I owe somebody an admission fee to get in and see that y'all was in there working.
Yeah.
And you know, you can't do nothing but respect it. And him being young and you having some tenure in boxing, you know, I think that's real dope. The way one guy, you pretty much, I even saw y'all chopping it up after, and you was telling him, hey, when you do this, hey, this and that happening, you know, and I just like, man, that's dope. Watching two guys help one another and helping him grow as well, you know, and keep polishing, getting your skills on point for your up and coming fight. I guess I got to get to the elephant that, you know, that's in the room. Man, is it safe to say your last fight was your greatest performance?
I think to date, yes, it has been my greatest performance. But I haven't still got too caught up on that because I know I got much better performances coming in the future. But being that who the guy was, that he had been a former world champion, and he was coming in the fight as the favorite and all of those things, and he was the best guy I had on paper that I had fought till date. And the way that I finished him, man, it was the best performance.
Man, I was watching it, you know, and I enjoyed, you know, watching the guy that I watch put in the work, get that kind of result. You know, I mean, you know, I see you all the time now in the gym or at the fights, and you always real quiet, real humble, real focused. You know, I even heard Latravius say he don't never smile. I was like, God, dog, you know what I'm saying, man, a pit bull. But you know, I guess, you know, like you just said, you don't want to get too caught up on it, or hung up on it. But is that fight a testament to the culmination of those things we just talked about? You getting some good work, you working with a legendary coach and trainer, Ronnie Shields, and shout out to Latravia Pierce as well. But having a good team, having solid sparring partners, going through what you just said, like what did you call it? It was structure.
Yeah.
You know, having a structure. Is that what we seeing when we see you put on complete performances like that?
Yes, I think when I go out and put on performance like that, you just see everything finally coming together.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just all the hard work, all the years of just being disciplined, staying focused, and staying true to myself, and it's all coming together.
You know, you got a big fight coming up.
Yeah.
You know, what's his name? Burgess. I think that's how
Burgos. Yes.
Juan Burgos, and who got a crazy resume. If you just want to look at who he didn't share the ring with, you know, whether it be Keyshawn and Andy Cruz or Haney or Mikey Garcia, you know, this guy here is a true warrior in the ring, you know.
Absolutely.
And to see that you get another opportunity to step in that, are you in the rinse, wash, repeat of the cycle of how you know you need to do it yet? Like the way that camp worked last time, are you like, let's do it again here? Or are you doing more to change it up even more?
Well, you always got the basic things that we're working on, and the camp is always structured pretty much the same way. So I know how to push myself. I know the things I need to do to get in shape, and as far as like diet and all those things. But I'm always trying to find a way to push myself even harder.
Mm-hmm.
Every workout or anything I'm doing, I'm trying to always push myself to the limit because I know I always got room to grow and get better.
Yeah.
So every fight, I go back, I watch it, and whatever I feel like I could have done better, I go back to the gym and I work on that. So I'm just constantly trying to evolve.
Andreas Casaracas told me he watched his fights the night of, and then he just watches them run through it. Then the next day he watches 2-3 more times. How do you go about? You say you like to watch and see what happened. I mean, do you go that night, that week, that just sometime in the future?
Probably a day or two later, I'll lay back and I'll watch it. And I probably watch it 4 or 5 different times. And I'm always just seeing, I pick up on different things each time I watch it. I might spot something different. I might watch it without the commentary. So I can just pay attention to what I was doing in each situation, or the shots that I might have got hit with, or the opportunities that I might have missed in the fight. And I like to just try to go back to the gym and practice on those things so I can come back and capitalize on them.
How many times did you watch your last performance?
Probably a good 10 times. Yeah, I watched the highlight. Like, I don't know how many times I watched the part of that knockout, but that was a lot. It was a lot.
Yeah, I think that was a viral. I think it went viral.
Yeah,
you know, and then you know everybody was sharing it. You know, and I'm like, hey, I know him.
Yeah,
I know him.
Yes, sir.
I know how that happened. You know what I'm saying? I want to switch gears, man. You signed a PROBOX.
Yeah.
Tell me about that experience in itself. You know, a lot of guys won't even get to where you're at. I know interviewers will be like, hey, give us some advice for the kids or something basic like that. Walk me through how that works, man. Because a lot of fighters that I know will never make it to the point where you at. You know, you're gonna literally be aired live on PROBOX TV. You know, I think you're the co-man, ain't you?
The main event.
Oh, you the main man? Say, bro. Man, but main event on PROBOX, bro. You know, how does that work being with PROBOX? I mean, I don't know that much about PROBOX, but how do they treat you? You know, how does it work? Do they communicate much with you? How does it go?
Oh yeah, they communicate a lot, and our managers always keep me informed of everything that's going on. But being with PROBOX has been a great experience because they put me in tough fights. The fights all on paper, they was 50-50, or maybe I was even slightly underdog, but they was good fights and entertaining fights. And I think it's building me in the right direction to get to the World Championships. So it's a great platform and a great opportunity for me coming on June 7th.
So, I mean, how many times you headline a card?
This is the second headline.
Second time?
Yeah.
Second time headlining. How does that feel as far as, gotta feel something with that?
Yeah, it feels great. It's exciting and motivating, always being recognized, especially when you know all the hard work you put in to get to this point. So you just got to go out there and just take full advantage of the opportunity that's at stake.
So, you know, I know people gonna hit you with the who you like to fight next and all this other stuff. And I'm gonna just tell the world, he fighting who got the titles and who can get him there to the next step. If beating this guy gets him the title for that's who he fighting. Am I right?
Absolutely.
That's what it is, you know. But at the end of the day, man, you moving and shaking, man. You also find yourself to be in some great shape. I want you to tell me, if you can, what's your diet like, bro?
Well, my diet is very clean. Like, I don't even eat beef or pork. I haven't ate that in 12 years. Like, I eat a lot of chicken breast, lean turkey, fish. That's mainly my diet. Just healthy carbs. I drink water nonstop. I don't drink soda. I haven't drunk them in 12 years. Wow. No fast food. So man, that's just like a lifestyle for me.
You out here making it a lifestyle, because I mean I know fighters that drink everything.
Yeah. You know, I don't drink everything. Only habit I might got outside the camp eating. I like sweets. Like I get sweets, but I know when to cut that off too.
Which sweet is it? So you walk into the corner store, they got all of the sweets. Which one is it?
I like to go to like real places, like real cookie bakeries.
Oh, okay. I
like fresh cookies.
So you like brownies. Fresh baked cookies?
Yeah, I like
chocolate chip cookies.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So after the fight, chocolate cookies.
Yeah, that's the place to be. I don't know if you ever been to Tiny's.
Yep.
Cookies here.
Yeah.
That's my spot. That's my spot.
That's your spot.
Yeah.
They know you.
Yeah, after the fight, I'm there getting the cookies and the ice cream.
Yeah. Man, that's dope, man. That's dope. And just, and then I appreciate your understanding and being practical. You like, I know what I need to do in order to, be in tip top shape. But cookies though, man. They be calling.
You just gotta know how to balance it and when to cut it off, man.
When you're not around the sport, what you do?
Family time.
Yeah.
Always with my son.
Yeah.
It's just all about trying to spend time with him, because I know when I'm in camp, I'm like 110% focused, so I don't get to spend as much quality time. Even though we're in the house, I'm napping, I'm going to train. I'm always going. I walk out the door, Daddy, where you going?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go train. Like, oh, please don't go yet, but I gotta go, son.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just. So when I'm outside of camp, it's really just about spending time with my son and my girl. Yeah. We do a lot of stuff together. That's it.
Man, that's dope. You're not a in the club guy, on the scene.
No, I'm not into all the nightlife stuff. I'm rather just go out to nice restaurants with my family and
enjoy their company.
Yeah, we go on vacations, things like that. It's just spending time with my family.
You got your brother out here?
Absolutely. Yeah, my brother here in Cap.
Was that him in the gym today?
Yep. Pauldo. Yeah, he was a fighter too, 17-2. So I brought him into my last camp, and he was a great asset. He helped add a lot to my game.
What did Big Bro add?
Will really just stand on me, like bringing back the things that I'm capable of. He probably know me better than anybody. He's been with me all my life.
For sure.
So with having him there, he just really just stand on top. He's like having my dad there. He ain't letting me get away with nothing. Like, and he know what I can really do. So the days that everybody might think, oh man, that was a good day of sparring or whatnot, he gonna be on me. No, you better
tell you the truth.
Yeah, he gonna tell me like you even better than that. Like they think it's good. Everybody else might think it's good, but we know you got a lot more in store. You got a lot more you can show.
That's I think that's pretty big. That you got a Hall of Fame coach that you rely on strongly, and then other coaches in the gym.
Yeah.
But you bringing on Big Bro to give you a different outlook. It's almost like you brought in Big Bro to stay true to you.
Yeah. I know he gonna tell me stuff that I don't want to hear sometimes.
Yeah.
Like he gonna say it however he gotta say it. He ain't gonna spare my feelings.
You ever sport Big Bro?
Yeah, as kids, yeah.
Not at this point.
No, we haven't sport. We never sport like as adults or like teens. We sport like as young kids.
If you and Big Bro lined up, prime for prime, what'd it look like?
That'd be a crazy boxing match. My brother, he could really punch. I think I might be a little faster, but he was smart too, so I had to be on my P's and Q's with him. Yeah, for sure.
Let me ask you this: what do you think about the state where boxing is today, as far as the sport as a whole? How do you see it? What do you think is it? It need to improve here? Is it doing bad there? Is it doing great here? What do you think about the sport?
I don't think boxing in a bad space, but I think we just gotta get guys in the ring with each other. Guys gotta stop worrying about losses and things like that. Everybody can't be Floyd Mayweather. And I think at the end of the day, it's all about going out there and being the best you can be and putting on great performances. I mean, even if it's win, lose, or draw, you go out there and you fight your hardest, you do your best. The fans will respect that, I believe.
Absolutely.
So just getting the big names in the ring with each other, and fans not throwing them by the wayside if they do lose or whatnot. Because as long as guys fight each other, that's what's important. It's the best fighting the best.
So we speaking of the best, I'm gonna name two, and then you give me the rest. So I got Floyd Mayweather, Marvin Hagler. Give me the other three.
James Toney, Tommy Hearns. That's my 4 favorites.
That's your 4 favorites?
Yes, sir.
I know Floyd got the pretty record. What about Floyd that you dig so much?
it had to just be how smart he was in the ring. He know how to figure a guy out. Sometimes he might not be. It probably been times where he was down the first 3 or 4 rounds, but he was just figuring the guy out, and he eventually turned the fight around and just dominated guys, and he made it look easy. Then he knew how to sell himself and market himself along with winning at the same time and fighting tough fights.
For sure.
Yeah.
What's your favorite win by Floyd?
Diego Corrales.
Because he fought Diego. Because he whooped his ass.
Yeah, and that was a fight where Diego Corrales was a
the boogeyman.
Yeah, he was a monster coming into that fight. So, and Floyd went out there and dominated him.
Absolutely. Give me something about Hagler. What I wore the shirt.
Yeah.
Because I know you rock with him. He's my favorite fighter.
Absolutely.
So what about Marvelous?
Yeah.
That you appreciated in his game?
More than anything, I just appreciate how he came up the hard route, and he just was a grounder. And, his determination, his will, it was different from everybody else. His heart and will, his determination. That's what I like about Hagler the best.
Talking about 50+ fights before he got a title shot.
Yeah, he was a hard worker, man, and he was really just a monster. Yeah.
He was. What's your favorite Hagler fight?
Favorite Hagler fight? I think when he fought Mugabe. Yeah, that was a war. I love that fight.
Yeah, that was a war. With James Toney, is it that he can move around and switch sides, and the way he transitioned from offense to defense? What you like about James?
I think it's from offense to defense, just being able to stay in the pocket and catch and shoot. And then he was a warrior also. I think that was a guy who was just born to fight.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he just loved fighting. He was able to go up multiple weight divisions and still dominate the bigger guys.
How do you think he would have been if he did road work?
Hell, it would have been crazy.
Because apparently he don't even.
Well, I've heard he only wanted to spar. Yeah,
he probably would have been a different kind of athlete.
Absolutely.
Now give me the last one, man. The Hitman, Tommy Hearns.
Mean. He was just a killer too. Also, I love the right hand he had, and how he could use the jab just to set up the big right hand, and just the same thing as Hagler. He was had a lot of heart, and he was a very mean fighter in the ring, and that's what I love about him.
So we got Floyd's eye for detail and able to make those adjustments. We got Marvin and him just coming there to go hard and focus on what he about to do.
Great guy.
Then you got James Toney's transitional ability to go from offense to defense, and then that mean streak of Tommy Hearns.
Yeah.
Can we put that in the ball and say this is where we going with Justin Pauldo?
I hope so, and that's what I'm trying to do. I've studied those guys since I was a kid, and I try to just take something from each one of them. And a lot of other great fighters also I try to take stuff from. So I'm constantly learning from everybody.
I'm not going to ask you for no pound for pound list. Tell me today, active fighters, who do you respect and what they doing?
Terrence Crawford.
What about Bud that you respect?
He had a long career where he didn't get a lot of the big fights early, but he always just stayed focused, and he beat everybody who was put in front of him.
Correct.
And then when he finally did get his big shot,
he knocked it out the park.
He knocked out the park, even though I'm a Earl Spence fan.
For sure, I love
Spence, but yeah, he did what he was supposed to do. And just the natural ability and instinct to be able to switch from side to side. And sometimes he catch guys with shots that you just don't even see. And it might be like from the shot that he caught Kell Brook with when he knocked him out.
For sure.
It was almost like a made up shot. It was like it was an awkward shot. Like,
his impromptu ability.
Yeah, it's just like in the split moment, he can just adjust and
this is what I'm gonna do. Boom.
Boom, it just happens. So.
Give me one more guy that you look at today, like he doing it right, and I respect what he doing.
I really like Size him.
Don't say Bivol and Baturbia if that's a cop out. It's easy.
I was always gonna go there.
I know you were.
Size him, who I like, really. Size, I like Bud. I like
What about the guy getting ready to fight in September?
Canelo?
Yeah, what you think of Canelo?
Great fighter.
Who you got in that fight?
That's a tough one for both.
Going up 2 weight classes.
The main thing is, if it's just skill versus skill, I'm going with Crawford. No matter what, I'm riding with Crawford, honestly.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it is a big leap going all the way up to 168.
So risk.
So I think it's going to be tough just seeing how he's able to deal with the power of Canelo. Is the Bud still have the legs at the age that he's at now to be able to box him for 12 rounds? And do he have enough firepower to make Canelo respect him?
Yeah.
So I think that's a 50-50 fight, but it's going to be tough.
It's 2025 right now. It's May. 2026, May, a year from now. What's the conversation with Justin Pauldo? What's going on?
it should be heading into a big fight, hopefully. That's what I believe. That's the goal. And that's what I'm working towards, just getting the world title shot within the next year.
Let's take it further. It is 2025. Let's go 4 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking at what Justin Pauldo has accomplished?
I should be a world champion, unify the belt or two, and I should be on the way out.
And let's be clear. Let's be real. You willing to fight these guys with these titles in your division?
All of them right now.
All of them.
All of them. It don't matter the name. They got the belt. I want to step in the ring with them. I want to test myself. I want to show the world just how good I am, because I know how good I am. I know what I can do. I believe in myself. So it's all about me just getting the opportunity to go out and prove it to the world. Specifically,
how good you are. Your current rank in what is the WBC?
In the WBO.
In the WBO, you ranked in the top 15.
Yes, 14 in both of them.
14 in both of them.
Yeah.
So you are really ballpark activity for anybody who got a title.
Yeah.
You in the ballpark.
Yes, sir.
Can you say that's like what one or two fights away from that opportunity?
And the way boxing is these days, you never know. It could be right after this fight, I can get a call for the world title and I'll be ready to go.
Yeah.
Or it could be another fight or two. But at the same time, I got to keep climbing, and whoever put in front of me, going out there, putting on a great performance and dominating those guys.
Okay. So I ain't gonna ask for no description.
Mm-hmm.
Just give me one word. The WBC champion in your division is Shakur Stevenson.
Mm-hmm.
Give me one word or so, or less, or not too many words about it. What you got on Shakur? What you think?
What I think about?
Yes.
Great boxer.
Great boxer. All right. You got WBAs with Tank. Who you think Tank?
Hell of a puncher.
You got Keyshawn with another belt.
Great boxer.
And I don't know if he's done or if he's coming back. Lomachenko has IBF. What do you think about Lom?
When I think about him, he's had a great career. I think it's about over.
It's about over?
Yeah, I think it's over.
If you was to get a fight with Lomachenko for that IBF, you'd end it?
I'd be willing to go take it right now.
Shout out to PROBOX for this big event coming up. Where's the fight at?
San Antonio, Texas, at the Boeing Tech Point Arena on June 7th. And I'm going to go out and put on a great show.
You putting on a great show because you're the main event and you to put the work in to do it, right?
Yeah.
Man, I think you got a lot of eyes on you after your last performance. So, I think it's only right for you to go in there and follow up with another dynamic performance. Yeah. But with that, I'm going to let you go ahead and make some moves. I know you got kids to raise and opponents to blaze.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? But y'all see who we with. Future champ, $1 million man, Justin Pauldo. Appreciate you, baby.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.